What's up, everybody? It's your boy, your favorite villain, aka Splash. Like I said, recent name change, so it's pretty fun. But anyways, today we are bringing the conclusion of a three-part setup for videos of Martian Manhunter, DC Comics versus Apocalypse, Marvel Comics. So I'm going to go through my 6 old school categories for scaling for characters, see how they match up, who takes advantages, and then I will award the victory then. If you like these battles, if you like my power scaling, all that stuff, make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Share my content so we constantly grow and improve as a channel. And with that being said, let's get into it. So the first category is strength. For this, I think it's relatively tied. We know that Apocalypse casually one-shot Thor, Unworthy Thor, and Unworthy Thor is capable of combating Gore, holding off Gore, who's killed pantheons of gods. Likewise, we know the likes of someone like Martian Manhunter can fight the members of the Justice League pretty fairly, and can even cause and rock Superboy Prime when even Black Adam couldn't. Relatively tied, however, I kind of favor Martian Manhunter when he's enraged over Apocalypse enraged, because Apocalypse is rarely enraged and rarely shows higher levels of strength tied into his anger. But they should be relative for the most part, especially during the duration of the fight. Speed, I think that in combat, Martian Manhunter is a little faster. He's just a lot more quicker, and more importantly, he's more likely to utilize his speed, whereas Apocalypse doesn't mind tanking what you're throwing at him. So I do kind of give a speed edge to Manhunter. Durability, I actually kind of favor Apocalypse. He doesn't have any real weaknesses. It took a special enchantment to even break through his armor for Thor. And he has his Celestial Tech armor on top of his regular durability down to the molecular level. So he does have an extra layer, whereas Manhunter, he kind of overcomes his fire thing, but even still, he doesn't have any extra notable durability besides regen and standard durability. So Apocalypse has a little bit more versatility in the durability section, and I favor him in this. Intelligence, I think it's absolutely equal. Both are some of the smartest characters in the verse. Manhunter is actually a little underrated. He's been sought out by even Batman before to give advice on tactical scenarios, so he has a wide plethora of knowledge, thus should be respected as such. He's also a major history bust, even knew who Dream of the Endless was. It's buff, not bust, by the way. I don't know why I said bust. Anyways, moving on, we have skill. I actually think Apocalypse might be slightly more skilled, especially when using multiple powers in a battle, and he's been around for a lot longer. It's not a huge advantage, especially when what this fight will probably come down to is more what they're capable of doing, rather what they're capable of implementing skill-wise. And it's not a massive gap, but I do favor Apocalypse. Hacks, abilities, and gear. It's kind of tied. They basically do the same thing. Technically, Apocalypse has more gear, but it's not enough to make it an overwhelming advantage. It's relatively tied. So, as you can see, this is a very close battle. How do I see it playing out? Well, a couple things that people want to bring up. Oh, Martian Manhunter has outer-versal mind hacks. He's always outer-versal for mind hacks. Don't be an idiot. He has showings here and there, but he has also been bopped several times when it comes to mind games. He's been, blitzed by Starro, taken over by Starro. He's been taken over by a Neural Gen. Like, he's been compromised several times mentally. So it's not like he has a perfect, flawless record with just nothing but high-end showings with telepathy. No, he's not consistently outer-versal, just like Apocalypse mind hacks aren't consistently outer-versal. However, they're both consistently high-tier telepaths, and a telepathic battle, at least initially, would stalemate. It wouldn't do anything. I think it'd be stupid if they engaged in that way. As they continue the battle, I think, personally, a elongated fight would favor the man who gets stronger as fights progresses, who can tap into, you know, a further power point compared to the other, and for that I favor Martian Manhunter. We have seen an enraged, desperate Martian Manhunter kind of show out more so than Apocalypse, who actually tends to get kind of complacent or just not do enough towards the end of battles. Sometimes the reason for this is a lot of times Apocalypse doesn't actually want to fight. Like, Apocalypse is there to test everybody else. He's like the tester. He's not the guy that actually goes there and does the dirt himself. Can throw down, absolutely, and he's awesome when he throws down. However, we saw against Cable, who was pissed at him, that Cable was able to eventually wear him down, was actually going to beat him, but Apocalypse cheated, basically had someone else interfere. I believe he was going to kill someone if Cable didn't stop, and so Cable stopped. But we know Martian Manhunter, when he reached desperation points, he's been able to do stuff like hurt Superboy Prime, who said Black Adam tickled. He's been capable of fighting off the entire League. He's been capable of killing Furnace, who soloed the League. That's like his darker side. He's been able to bop armies of Martians and mind hacks his entire race, and in these desperate moments, like, those Martians, regular Martians, scaled to the League and he blitzed them, tore them apart. He can keep up with Flash too when both are bloodlusted. So I think in a drawn out fight it actually favors Martian Manhunter, just because he gets stronger when it calls for it, whereas Apocalypse tends to wane. He kind of, like, if you hit Apocalypse hard enough, he's like, I don't really want to fight anymore. And then Manhunter will take it a step further if he has to. It's actually been noted he doesn't have the same restraints as Superman or Batman. He's willing to take it there if he has to. So in the end, everything is close, and it would take a while, but I think Manhunter would get the edge for his ruthlessness, his propensity for getting stronger when it's needed in desperate situations, like finishing off this new opponent. And Apocalypse chills, man. He's not really trying to fight, so I think he would try to actually get away from the fight as it progressed, as Manhunter started hitting harder and harder and more intent to kill. And that's what I think ultimately would cost Apocalypse. Very hard battle. I call it a 6 out of 10, because you really ultimately have to consider Manhunter at his strongest to get the win when you start going neck and neck. Apocalypse, if he was to win, his win condition honestly would be to catch Manhunter and beat Manhunter before Manhunter really has the opportunity to start kicking into overdrive. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. If you agree or disagree, let me know down below. Very tough battle for me to do. I love both characters. I favor Apocalypse a little more, however. I don't see him winning the majority. I see him losing 6 out of 10 high difficulty. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, and comment. It's been your favorite villain, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.